Hello, everybody. This is Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 10. This is Week 5, the Plus Ultra Pangolins versus the Shibuya Spectres. I am Mistletoe with Greg, who is also on prod this evening.
Yeah, that's true, Mistletoe. We got a
Uh,
banger coming our way, right?
Yes, it'll be a good game. I think I had it on this stream earlier. I think this is going to be, they said, even everyone agreed today, this is going to be a big one. Hopefully.
Yeah, these are two very strong teams. This is the top seeds group, so all the teams in this group are pretty darn strong. Um, but both of these teams are teams that I've been pretty impressed with so far into this season. I think they've got a lot of real strengths going for them. So it's going to be interesting to see who, which of these teams can bring, you know, enough different looks to duke it out here in a 5 map series. This is going to be real tests for two contenders, I'd say.
Yeah. Looking at these two teams, they both look very strong, but I don't think they've played a match of this caliber yet.
Yeah.
This will be like two, yeah. If you dunk on someone else, it's gonna be cool. But if you do on a really good player, it's completely different.
Now I think Spectres have been pushed a little bit because I think Spectres were in Thanos group for Group One. Like that group was just the hardest one in my opinion, and I think it was the hardest one by a lot. So I think Spectres
Oh
have
yeah.
actually been pushed a little bit.
Oh
Um,
yeah. They dropped
which is
one
which is
game,
also
I
part of
think.
why they've actually dropped the game already.
It
Um,
doesn't mean they're bad though. I think they're
yeah, and
just
I think
unlucky.
their loss was against a good team. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with losing to the Thunder Chickens. I mean, that team literally has Wind, and that guy picks Zarya because he's evil. So, like, no shame in that. Um, it's still early days for the season as well. So, like, a team that has that ability that the Thunder Chickens have to just be like, yeah, we've got Wind, the Zarya guy. Let's just play Zarya comps and just like win off that. Like, it can be hard to figure that out early in seasons when if you don't necessarily have such a clear identity yourself. Although that team also apparently plays Luau Mauga comps, so they're figuring some interesting looks out for themselves. Um,
Yeah, the
but
Mega comps are crazy good too.
yeah, but the Plus Ultra Pangolins, I don't think they've been tested to this degree yet, so I'm interested to see how they do. So we have the map pick in. I am currently uh, waiting to see bans come through. Is what's currently up. But we were gonna be going to Watchpoint Gibraltar. The Plus Ultra Pangolins have picked that. What do you think about the Watchpoint Gibraltar here from the Plus Ultra Pangolins?
Um, I don't hate it, but I also don't. For me, it doesn't scream, plus Ultra Pangolins.
Hmm.
At least from what I've seen. Actually, Nathan's been playing a
Now,
lot,
I'd like
but
to I'd like to point the stream's attention to something. I'm gonna pull something up real quick. Let's see if I can find this on my little prod sheet. Um, so I have actually seen a Plus Ultra Pangolins game on this map before, and I'm gonna try to find. There it is. Yak, Echo, on Watchpoint Gibraltar stats. So I've just showed the stream Yak's stats last time they played Watchpoint Gibraltar, and I think this is why they're picking this map as the Freya. So we have Mercy and Freya bands coming out here, so I can update that. But Yak's stats on this map have been pretty disgusting so far this season.
oh, shame. Yeah, that's crazy.
But
I did not. I've not known Yak as an Echo player, but
no, Yak's Echo's been nuts this season. So Ooh. What are we doing on the
What is going
stream?
on?
Let's just ignore that screen. We tried to hit the map screen, and it did not go very well. That looks better. And now it looks bad again. Why does it do that? Okay, I don't know enough about Prod to know what I'm doing wrong to make that break, but the point is, the bans are in. We're playing Watchpoint Gibraltar. Pangolins have banned Freya. Spectres have banned Mercy. That's a target on Jack. Really respecting that Jack Mercy, and also the Yak Echo to a large extent. But that's going to be the bans, the map, they're all in. We're ready to go here on Watchpoint Gibraltar, map 1 here, Pangolins versus Spectres. And I see ours coming in the chat, so I was hyping us up to go in. There we are.
Arriving at Watchpoint.
All right.
Initiating match.
So we are here in Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yeah, looks like the Spectres will be attacking first.
Yeah, that does look to be the case. So Spectres here on the first attack. So I've seen more of the Pangolins personally than I've seen of the Spectres, just because of like what I've happened to watch so far this season. I know Nathan's been working a lot on his diva. Nathan's got a really strong, has been really good on some of those ground tanks, particularly the Orisa so far this season, but I know he's been working a lot on adding this, adding some proficiency on this diva hero to try to, you know, be better on these highly vertical maps. That it looks like, I mean, if what I'm seeing in Spawn is accurate, it looks like the Spectres are uninterested in the idea of verticality. Nah, Neptune was just baiting me.
Is the Coleslaw Junkrat? This is a very good Junkrat player.
Yeah, it's a very bad Junkrat map and matchup, though. It's going to be hard to get these nades through the defense matrix into the air onto the Echo. So we'll see, can Coleslaw get creative enough to find value here as Neptune goes into the first engage. Nice whip shot there from Jack to space him out. He can force off the corner.
Really trying to get up there, but he goes up there and he gets blown up.
Jack on the angle here, putting on a lot of pressure. Tara also highly pressured, low HP. Neptune's doing a lot of card progress here. Now, one thing that's going to be interesting for this Spectres comp is no Tracer, no Flex DPS traditional to create the space here. As Coleslaw is going to go down. Neptune trying to create space, get his team out of here. As there's going to be a reset here for the Shibuya Spectres as Coleslaw moves over to Cassidy. So committing to the double hit scan. This is a really slow, really pokey, but pretty greedy comp now for the Shibuya Spectres. So we'll have to see what the Coleslaw Cassidy can do here.
The game here will be to get that first pick and then keep going. And if they can't get that first pick, it's nowhere.
Shoreline Fight here already, he's gonna have the this nano boost, so let's see what Shoreline Fight does with this nano here. Neptune creating a lot of space up top. Nathan very low.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Gets it onto Neptune. Neptune going deep. Looking for the dive onto Para and gets the kill, but Slade traded in the meantime. Bomb goes out. Doesn't catch anyone. Nathan maintaining the high ground up here. Hits hard onto Coleslaw, but the DM pocket is crazy from Neptune.
I'll still have his bomb ready, but bomb that, live. Back.
DC's got to get this Kutsu back off to keep Nathan in the mech. Can't do it. And that's going to be the first point falling. Shibuya Spectres with a respectable time bank going into second. And now the recontest from hell. What is going to be the strategy here? As Yak staggers. Ooh, that can be really bad here. big ults available for Parajack and Pokemon Guy, but I mean, it's hard to use this override protocol when the other team has a nuke.
Yeah, something to note on Gibraltar is how people don't know how to play it, me included. It is a strange map, especially with new high ground.
Let's see coming out from Slade. What can she do with this one? Slides back, hits a banger on the Para, and Para out.
Let's get back to basics.
Good overclock there, and that takes out a very powerful ultimate. Now, Para gonna have to recontest with that, and the Noon and the Nano both online. Neptune close to this bomb. Para going for this override protocol. Gets stuck and dies to the Coleslaw Noon. But, ooh, big flank here from Yak. Able to get a lot of pressure off, a lot of damage down. No picks, though. Nathan can't link on the other angle, and another Neptune Nano boost coming out. Back in danger.
Oh, man. After this game.
Para is not
Wow,
having
that's
fun. Like, Para's not
Oh,
having
yeah.
fun.
Para is
I
just
feel
getting
bad.
blown up every fight. I don't know what they're doing wrong. It's just happening.
I mean, what's happening is that you just need an ungodly amount of resources to stay alive as hit scan on when you're re-engaging on the second point of block. Like, that's the reality of the situation. Bomb coming out here from Nathan. Gets slayed, Devex Neptune, and gets back in it. Oh my god, no, it's a disaster for the Shibuya Spectres. A extremely good opportunity to capture the point if they can kill Nathan while he's in baby form, but instead Neptune and Slade both go down. Now, June and Coleslaw both have pretty powerful ults available though, and nothing in the bank right now for the Plus Ultra Pangolins. Pokemon Guy, TC, what can you do for me? How fast can you get this Kitsune Rush
Now we're
online?
talking. Hi.
Also, there is 2 minutes on the clock, so there is time.
We're seeing Yak move over to this Genji. I think that's in respect for, you know, it's Diva double hit scan is just hard to play. The Kitsune Rush comes out, Neptune taking the space. Oh, TC forced out very deep. It's going to be hard to get healing onto Nathan, but the Kitsune Rush comes out. But Coleslaw kills Para. And Yak going down. The Kitsune was blocked by the cart, so not a lot of reach on that. Both supports are still alive as Neptune is under a lot of pressure. Jack goes down. And so does Pokemon Guy. Just Nathan left on the cart. And Neptune on this Diva is looking immaculate right now, I must say. Very impressive performance from the first overall pick. He's doing what you'd expect the first overall pick to do. Let's do a quick little stat check. He's 10-1, 6k damage, and 9k mid. As Nathan's gonna move over to the Zarya swap. Now Zarya Genji is really interesting to see. But what I'm more interested to see is what we can get done with Nano Boost and Overclock killable on the side of the Shibuya Spectres. They can get good Nano.
This ends now.
Nano to C. This is a big opportunity. But a great disengage. Ooh, scary from Para there. But he lives. A great disengage there from Plus Ultra Pangolins. And now can re-engage with their rally. Clean this fight up.
You have to save the blade and the override protocol is really good.
Neptune jumps off the map there to reset. Good staggers to force that out of him. And we're going to see Neptune move over to the Ramatra. Doesn't want to play Diva into the Zarya here. I don't blame him. Slade also moving over to this Emre. I like Emre a lot right now, especially if you're not going to be playing against us Divey of a comp, but
Let's see how this Yak blade goes, because there's no boosters on it. So this is just a raw track blade.
oh, Yak dies to the Noon! What a good Noon from Coleslaw. The grab from Nathan, just not able to get a lot of value. It's on Para now. Can Para get the value needed with the override protocol? No, shot out of the sky almost immediately. We're gonna have to see Nathan step up for this touch. Blade coming out from Yak. He's low. He gets the first. Gets the second. Oh, great plays from Yak there. dodges the sleep and kills a third Yak, but the Hero Blade stops the map completion. Shoreline Pie has the nano, but who has the touch with 10 seconds to go? It's Neptune on the Doomfist. We're gonna have to watch this roll out. He made it! And he gets the nano! And he misses the punch! But oh, the pressure's just too strong on Nathan. Shoreline Pie gets traded in the meantime, but with only 0.67 meters to go, can Jack's rally stabilize them? Oh, 0.02! Jack goes down, the rally not enough. The hero nano onto Neptune on the touch gets it done for the Shibuya Spectres.
Switching sides.
Something I did notice, I've heard from
Initiating.
Mordox actually last season was, why would I play ball if it's faster? I said, why do you play ball? It's faster touch. He responded, I can't play ball. And I completely understand.
Type shit.
Honestly, if you're gonna just go touch the point and die, leave it be. Just go do this. That's
when
better
you're
for
trying
you.
to set the overtime timers up, though, it's like I feel like it's still worth it for the like that right there. Like the Doomfist got the touch done. The Neptune Doomfist clearly, you know, got that sauce in him. Like was able to get the clutch kills needed to close that one out. So, like I feel like that makes perfect sense. And if it's a difference between not touching at all and touching, like I feel like you should choose touching, because like by the time like that ended, I'm pretty sure Slade and Coleslaw both had ults up. So even if Neptune hadn't killed everyone, all he was doing there was stalling, you'd have double DPS ult to try to close that out with.
Yeah, that's true actually. Neptune now with the Orisa though.
And that's real. He has walked to the high ground on this. Quick little stats check here. And I mean, Yak is putting up numbers here, but Coleslaw is 17-5 with 10k damage. Can we shout out the Coleslaw Cassidy as this second half gets underway? So the question for the Spectres, or for the not Spectres, the Plus Ultra Pangolins is how do you clear out an Orisa? But the question for the Spectres is who stops Para from pushing Cart? As Coleslaw is actually going to be on the Emre here instead of the Cassidy for this half. And oh, Jack's in a lot of danger. We have to save Private Jack, but we cannot. Thanos arrived and Neptune takes the first kill. And it looks like that's going to be the solution for the Shibuya Spectres. It's just the Orisa will mark Cart. We're just not going to bother to hold Car Wash, and we'll let the Orisa do it.
So Greg, make sure to press left control to get rid of that hero level thing on the right side of your screen.
Huge bombs.
Booty.
Alright. Booty with the huge
Jack is
bombs.
now on the jetpack cat.
Alright. What is my jetpack cat doing? I have to watch this gameplay. The answer is pressuring Shoreline Pie. Oh my god, Shoreline Pie in a world of hurt here, but oh, doesn't get away. June now also very low. But Jack, oh, taken out. Neptune, great plays there. Slade very low. Can Nathan find it? Para can, but Nathan connects. This fight is getting really scrappy. Jack is back on the cat. But Nathan is mechless.
Jack's applying a lot of pressure, but sometimes you just need raw healing, and I don't think the cat can apply that much.
I mean, Cat's raw healing isn't horrible, and theoretically, Kiriko is doing that anyway.
True.
So the question here is going to be, what can Para get done with this Pulse Bomb? And the answer is, Shoreline Pie is going to nano Neptune. Neptune just killing everyone on this Orisa.
Yeah, that team's been really good this Orisa. Something I did not expect today.
Orisa on Watch Point Gibraltar, Mistletoe. What is my honest dive map coming to?
Orisa, Tozer, and Emre on a Fury versus a Viva And she traces her cat. Here he goes.
The greedy double hit scan, double poker, double flex support Orisa comp is winning. But a lot of pressure here. Nathan uses this Kitsune rush to try to get to the backline, forces the bell and the rush, gets the bomb off. Coleslaw now. Opportunities here on... Oh, Yak! Oh, I didn't notice the blade! Slade got a trade while that was happening, but it's not going to be enough. She's going to go to card and die, and a huge Yak blade will be enough to finish that first point. Not quite as good of a time bank as what the Spectres had, but 3 minutes is still quite doable if they can put together a good setup for this second point recontest. And it's going to be hard to take space on double hit scan, double flex support against the double dive DPS and the D.Va.
Yeah, this is where the dive.
Oh, look how low
Coleslaw
is. Look how low Nathan is. Nathan's out of mech and Yak is dead. Slade will OC just to kill Nathan. Hates that guy apparently. And the question of how they're gonna recontest has been answered. It's by Nathan and Yak getting caught out.
Orisa now really shooting. Not really tested yet.
The recall on Aurora here. The jetpack cat ult is gonna hit Shoreline Pie, but the tether, what was that interaction? But Nathan and Yak combining for Coleslaw and June picks while that happens. Yak also takes out SLP. SLP got a trade though. Slade under a lot of pressure. Neptune forced to ult. Slade down. Just Neptune. It's Neptune versus Nathan and Yak right now. Shoreline Pie is coming back with this nano boost, and I imagine it will be applied to Neptune once again. He's getting so low. The Neptune nano comes through in time. The battle horse has arrived, and it will take out Yak and leave. Pulse bomb out from Tara does not find its mark. And this is going to have to be another reset as Pokemon guy goes down late. This is looking really hard to break through. Or Mistletoe.
Yeah, this is gonna be really hard to break through. I think once they kind of stable out, it'll be hard, but
yeah,
they completely flip map.
Yeah, only the Noon available though. Oh, no, my bad. Noon and Kitsu available here for the Shibuya Spectres. That should be a pretty good ult bank against this Kitsu and Blade. So let's see what we look for here. Take a look at the SLP on a POV for a second, and he gets a huge pick! Oh, great kill from SLP. But Yak! A huge double.
You get more?
Not looking likely, and with no supports available, it's gonna be hard to close this one out for the Plus Ultra Pangolins, but they've created a lot of space, a lot of card pressure. Para down. There will not... It's gonna be hard for Para to return in time. Nathan's getting low.
Because after the Terra Surge.
Jack dead with the ult available. A lot of pressure onto Nathan here. But TC also down. And Nathan can't get back in the mech. Yak and Tara, can they clutch? It's looking unlikely. But a map 1 win. Oh, touch in from Jack. All right, there we go. A map 1 win in for the Shibuya Spectres. Dishonest Orisa Overwatch defeating my honest dive on Watchpoint Gibraltar. Oh my days.
Play of the game.
What a game. Or what a round.
Yeah, truly, what a round. I mean, just Neptune on Orisa is just apparently a fearsome beast to contend with. Yak was putting out some incredible plays on this Genji. Really what was getting this team going. A shout outs to the Coleslaw Cassidy though, you know? He's known for his Junkrat, but that Cassidy was doing a lot of work, making Para's life incredibly difficult. So, a very interesting map 1. We're going to go to a quick break here as we wait for bans and map selections for map 2. We'll be right back.
Are we in?
Yeah.
Alright. Hello, this is Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 10, Week 5. This is the Plus Ultra Pangolins versus the Shibuya Spectres. We are one map in, and we saw a very close Watchpoint Gibraltar. I am Mistletoe still with Greg on the production
Hello.
and casting,
Yes.
and then we'll go to that.
All right.
Now
So we're heading
entering.
into King's Row here. We've seen
Initiating
bands of
match.
Lucio and Emre come out. And a lineup swap on the side of the Shibuya Spectres. Shoreline Pie moving from support to tank. Neptune moving from tank to DPS. And Gunst coming in first to play support. With Coleslaw moving to the bench on the side of the Pangolins.
Ready
Also
for battle.
going to have some lineup changes with Nathan moving to DPS, Yak moving to tank, and D Blank coming in to play support. So we will see how this affects the strategies from both of these teams. As Yak looking to come out on the Zarya here with Nathan on the Reaper.
Yeah, I saw for a moment there were Laris in. I don't think that's gonna happen here.
Yeah, I believe I am not falling for the for spawn picks twice.
5, 4,
You know.
3,
All right.
Especially Laris in.
Ooh, Jack playing a dangerous game with Neptune Widow, but Neptune does not hit the shot. So we're gonna see Freya coming out from Slade, and Shoreline Pie on the Zarya with Neptune on the Pharah, and Slade already getting the first pick. This is disastrous for the Pangolins' attempts to hold here. Shoreline Pie creating a lot of space, takes out Pharah. The instantaneous pick just means there's so much space to move in for the Shibuya Spectres. Slade just immediately kills the support, and you have to give. But now,
Can't do much about.
Oh yeah.
Can't do much about that. After that, if they come through, you have to just get out or die.
Pretty much. Yeah, but Yak now has a lot of charge, both bubbles available, 100 charge, ready to stuff this choke for forever. The question of the day is, how does this very pokey call from the Shibuya Spectres displace Yak? Now, Pharah is a flex DPS, but she doesn't have that angle clearing ability that a lot of other flex DPS have. A lot of pressure on Yak here. They're just kind of trying to bait SLP in by the looks of it. Don't want to extend, and SLP goes in deep. Oh no! Nathan Wraith before the bubble came in, and that means the grab can come through from Shoreline Pie, kills Nathan and Yak. No bubbles on Yak, a great grab. Great recognition from Shoreline Pie on the tempo advantage that the lack of bubbles offered.
One benefit to Zarya and Pharah is you can just punish that grab. Normally that is like a fast or something to get big damage out of the grab. So Pharah can just get that equal damage without using any of it.
Yeah, I mean, the Pharah and the Freya both have that AoE damage. Like, those Freya bolts, a lot of the damage is in the stick, but it does, the explosion at the end is an AoE. And look how aggressive they're playing this! The Rocket Barrage and the, oh my goodness. Nathan will find one trade. Double DPS ult and the Kitsune Rush here will make sure that there is no fight for second for the Plus Ultra Pangolins. The control of that space by the Shibuya Spectres was immaculate, and Yak staggers badly.
That hurts.
This is looking very rough for the Plus Ultra Pangolins. Where do they go from here? Got the grab and the Death Blossom ready to go. That is a powerful combination if they can get the Bell from June out.
With the bell, without if it's available, they can kind of negate everything. That combo.
Yeah, that's true. Now the Spectres, they've given a lot of space here. So the Pangolins able to re-engage in here. Good grab. Shoreline Pie very low, but no commitment of the Death Blossom, and the Orbital Ray able to keep Shoreline Pie up in that grab. So a very nice use. But oh, what a Death Blossom from Nathan. I think Neptune scouted that too, but just with the bubble on him and with the spacing from the Shibuya Spectres, there was nothing they could do.
Neptune is swapping to the Meg now.
And we question why he's called evil. Oh, a nice bell is gonna deny the bola shot value. The rush needed to keep Yak alive in the grab, but rush and noon there for the Pangolins to stabilize through a grab and a bola. Grab bola can be a very powerful combination, so hard to complain about that for the Plus Ultra Pangolins, who have a Kitsune, or not a Kitsune, Coalescence coming up now. And and on the other side, it's gonna be that June is gonna have this Kitsune Rush available. See how quickly she can build this here. Neptune with no ice block early, forced out by Nathan on the Reaper. A lot of pressure being applied by Nathan, just existing on this angle. Both these support ults are now available. And Nathan's Wraith forced early. Coalescence out from Jack. This is gonna put a big pause on the tempo here and kill Shoreline Pie! A huge Coalescence from Jack, denying that tempo advantage that the Shibuya Spectres were hoping to gain with their Kitsune Rush.
The King for third is where campaigns go to die, and
Truly.
certainly is dying here.
Jack sets up for this Graviton Surge with the Neptune Blizzard available on the other side. Now, Neptune's Blizzard can be really scary for Yak if he doesn't manage his bubbles properly. So this is going to be a big test of bubble management for Yak. How do we want to approach this? He's been saving his bubbles very effectively for now. Uses one onto Nathan, but doesn't get any charge off of it. The angle's coming out. The Blizzard coming out, but both bubbles available for Yak when the Blizzard comes out. Hara now gonna noon for space to make sure there's no push behind when Yak gives all that room. And really nicely done from Yak. Now we'll get a huge grab, but he dies!
There he goes! Where's out though? What's happening?
And, ooh, Nathan's also gonna go down in that Death Blossom. A lot of pressure being applied from Jack on this flank. Takes out Shoreline Pie. Gets to the mini. Slade is full HP, actually, because Gunst is alive. Where is Jack? What is Jack doing?
One thing I will say,
Okay, Jack is
as
out.
someone who's done that before, is after that happens, you have to be glad at least my Ray came through, even if I died.
Truly, truly. Honestly, I'm just gonna say, I love what Jack was doing there. Jack was able to create so much pressure and so much confusion in the backline that I really felt like the Spectres won that fight, but they got almost no cart progress on it. Now Shoreline Pie has this Graviton Surge, both Neptune early pick. Gonna have to give the space. Slade has been on this Sojourn pick for a while. I didn't call attention to that when that swap came through, but she has this overclock now, and you know, you can just kind of shred through that Graviton Surge with the piercing rails and the overclock. Could be really big.
Not gonna be like as effective as a Rocket Barrage or Death Blossom, but it'll still be very strong.
Yeah, I think there's oh, she's gonna go early with it. The grab comes through. It's the first shot, goes down to Jack's Coalescence though. Jack continuing to get a lot of value on this pick and keeps Yak alive through the Blizzard as well. So that's Blizzard. This is the last strong fight from the Shibuya Spectres. They're going to have a rushed recontest here if Neptune wants to swap over to a fast hero. But it looks like he doesn't. He wants to kill Jack instead. We call this playing for KD, and I respect the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Score.
maybe they call they a touch, or they just
I think
gave
there's
up
a
on
world
it.
where if he like is Tracer and triple blinks and like plays around perfectly, he can get a touch. But there's no world where the fight there is good.
Initiating match.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, might as well just hit the
like,
mental.
yeah, I don't. You know, Jack has been doing numbers on this Moira pick. Like, make him a little sad. Make Jack have a little bit less fun.
Yeah, I think
Quick stats check.
I think some players often get a little bit frustrated, and if you can use that, you can get to your advantage and just, you know,
Ready for
target them.
battle.
Truly. So quick
Hurt their
stat
mental
checks
a
on
lot.
a break here. Shoreline Pie doing a truly monstrous 10k damage there. But, you know, thing I like a lot about this backline for the Pangolins is how much damage that our supports are doing here, as a pause is being called for from June. Are the Spectres okay?
Yeah, I think the servers are stable. They were unstable earlier.
I'm not personally having any issues, but I don't know. We'll see if this ends up being a long pause or not. But hopefully not too long of an additional break here in the halftime.
We don't need another 10-minute pause for the day for you.
We don't, dude. My SPCS game was so slow. It was crazy. 4 maps took an hour and 50 minutes. Like, it was actually crazy.
You said a nosebleed, and I thought it was like a term for something. You went no, and realized that you meant like it was literally bleeding.
No, I meant one of my teammates was literally bleeding, and we paused for like several minutes to wait for him to stop bleeding.
That's
that
fair.
was it. That was the whole pause. You know. Yeah.
I
but,
personally would have put a paper towel on my finger and still played the game.
dude, for real.
Real gamers.
See, I just
bleeding.
did this crazy thing where I bought a humidifier and I don't get nosebleeds anymore. Like, but yeah, no. It is what it is, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes things happen. Looks like the Spectres are ready again. So we'll send our Prod R back out there. So, but yeah, we'll see if the Pangolins decide to keep playing this Moira Curie comp. It is been pretty effective here. I think Jack has been looking really good on this Moira. We are pumping crazy numbers of heals into Yak and putting out pretty good damage alongside it with this backline. So, you know, I think just raw numbers theory, you know what I mean?
The critical points on Moira are the lack of healing available, like in the moment. But when she is healing a lot.
Yeah. Like, she doesn't have a burst heal cooldown, but her sustained healing is pretty high. Now, we have been seeing a lot of double hit scan play from the Shibuya Spectres, but now we are seeing the double flex DPS play as Slade brings out the Pharah, Neptune going over to the Reaper, and Neptune putting a lot of pressure onto Para. Neptune low, gets the bubble, has to Wraith out. Para low, though. There's so much poke available here with this Pharah spam, but Yak able to work his way onto the point. Shoreline Pie having to give space here, but Neptune up top. Shoreline Pie, oh! Shoreline Pie goes down. Great picks from Para, but Neptune gets the trade. Para, big 3K, but just Neptune now. Wraith. Nathan with the picks. So stagger onto Neptune. Neptune dying that late's gonna make it really difficult to recontest this. They might have to just give to Archers.
It looks like they will.
Yeah, Neptune did at least still get the good spawn, so could have been a lot worse, but shout out Para in that fight, the hero with multiple huge final blows. Check his POV for a little while. He's been on this hit scan for the most part here. He's already built a nuke. It's the first ult available in this map right now. We have a bubble for our nuke.
That's the coalescence ready. Well, we popped immediately.
I like this. Recognizing the tempo, recognizing they have a huge lead on these support ults. Look how much space this has created. Look how much pressure is out onto the Pharah. But Jack in a lot of danger. Gets to the Mega. Oh my goodness. June now in danger herself. And Neptune's going to go down, but so does Yak. Pharah noons. Jack goes down. And the space is going to have to be given over by the Plus Ultra Pangolins. The stable comes out for the Shibuya Spectres, and with only the Death Blossom used, got a big opportunity here with grab, barrage, and double support.
Yeah, Jack is the danger.
Jack, truly. Oh, Slade scouted here. Gonna be hard to get off this rocket barrage now. Double support ult layered. Ooh, can the Spectres kite this? And the kite comes out. That's 3 ults used by the Shibuya Spectres for 0 picks as Nathan lives. Yak now able to walk confidently, gets a grab out onto Neptune. Neptune's sad and dead, but so is Deep Link. Rolling high in danger, taken out by the Neptune Death Blossom. June and Slade both go down, and ooh, can we stagger Gunst? They can. That's gonna make the recontest difficult. Gunst on a 10-second timer. No ults available into the Kitsune Rush. So,
Yeah, looks like we will be going into third point with, I believe, 5-ish, 4-ish minutes.
I mean, I think they get a recontest here. They'd be foolish not to go for it, because it's gonna get Blank's Kitsune Rush out. I imagine Yukitsu just as soon as, yep, there it is. And June's so low, but so's Blank. You've got to get a pick off this, and they do. Shoreline Pie goes down. Neptune moving over to the Cassidy. Goes down as well. Oh, June is... Oh my god, Neptune. But, oop.
Hanzo now. Gonna assume that Coalescence was a fat finger.
Yeah, an unfortunate coalescence there because we're in one fight territory and no ults are available with the double DPS and a support all swapping on the side of the Shibuya Spectres. Oh, Nathan's so low, forced out immediately, but this is just building charge for Yak, who is at 100 charge. Pharah's High Noon could be the hero to open this up before a ultimate is available on the side of the Shibuya Spectres.
We have Guns on the map holding that top left ankle now. Really a touch.
Comes through. Danger. Oh, Neptune with the pick. Patrolling Pylo. No bubbles on SLP.
Did Nathan get 2?
SLP 1 goes down. Oh, I didn't even notice Nathan making that huge play. I feel bad. Oh my goodness. I feel bad that I missed Nathan making that huge play. It was so big. I was looking at SLP under pressure instead.
Play of the game.
It looks like it will be shown anyway.
Oh my goodness, the aura, it's everywhere. The play was so good that they simply... Oh no, this is the Death Blossom.
That was the other one.
This was a great Death Blossom, to be fair. I mean, this is a huge portent. This was the moment where they stabilized. I mean, the Pangolins hadn't won a fight leading into that, and all of a sudden with that one Death Blossom, they stabilized and they didn't lose another one for the entire defense. And I think they only lost one on their offense as well. I mean, just a really strong whole map from the Pangolins once they finally got momentum in their favor.
It looks like this. We are going to saw that little peek, and we're going to Suravasa, and we might not even need to go to break. It is a very quick setup.
Yeah, instant map pick for the Spectres. They know what they like. And honestly, I like this map too. This is a really good map. It's also really pretty. So, like, I like it when people play Suravasa. It's a good day when people play Suravasa. But we are now 1-all.
Yeah, Suravasa is a beautiful map, and even the critics of it will say it's pretty. I don't care how the gameplay is.
I think the gameplay on Suravasa is great. I think Suravasa
I love game, but some people don't. a lot of
I think those
what's it
people are
called?
wrong.
A lot of stupid people don't like Saravasa. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
They just
I
don't understand
Nah. I
the
mean, like,
logistics of the
I
map.
don't know. It's just like it's such a dynamic map with a lot of like the different points play reasonably differently. There's a lot of interesting angles of ways to approach things. Like I think it's cool. I think it's good.
I do like it a lot.
Yeah. Fuck. I messed with this map. I mess with it.
Looks like we might be gonna break it.
Yeah,
We're gonna
but we're
leave.
while Pangolins talk about their strategy for this map, we're gonna go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we got. Everybody, welcome back to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 10, Week 5's the Plus Ultra Pangolins versus the Shibuya Spectres. And yeah,
Yeah, so the bans have come in. Plus Ultra Pangolins have decided that Slade is no longer allowed to have fun, removed the Sojourn, and the Shibuya Spectres in return said that Yak is no longer allowed to have fun and removed the Zarya. Understandable decisions. I mean, both of these players were having good performances on those respective heroes. On the previous map, I think the Yak Zarya was doing a lot of work. Slade on the Sojourn having solid performances. On that attack, I believe she mainly played the Freya on defense, though. So, understandable bans coming out as we move now into Saravasa.
your first peek at the comps.
Ready for battle.
We'll see how real each of these comps is. The one that I'm seeing from the Pangolins feels like something that you'd actually play. I have my doubts about the Neptune Roadhog. I don't have doubts that Coleslaw would play Junkrat. If this is actually what the Spectres are playing, then I feel bad for their opponents. This comp just has crazy amounts of spam damage and the ability to stand still. So we will see if
Initial
Nathan on the Sigma is able to withstand that, as, you know, this Pharah Junkrat spam is going to look to come through. So this has been scouted at this point by Pharah.
Backlines are mirrored, of course, because
There is only one
carry.
backline in Overwatch. I mean, it's Lucio carry. If neither of those heroes are bad, everyone just plays it. So this Tracer, Emre should be better at like just controlling space. They have great mobility, and Yak is gonna show you what I mean. It's just a great pick on a Slade early. Now the flip will come in favor of the Shibuya Spectres. A lot of pressure for Nathan here as Bullfrog gets the pick on the Pharah. And even with that early pick from Yak, it's just very difficult to get this Domina out of her space as Neptune will walk forward.
poke as well.
Oh,
really good at living and shooting his spears at you.
Slade,
There's a lot of damage.
this is a lot of pressure coming out from Yak here as Slade has moved over to the Freya instead of the Pharah from the first fight. Great pulse bomb from Yak, takes out Coleslaw. Neptune under a lot of pressure, and the beat not ready for this. Neptune very low, but the beat comes out immediately after. Neptune now able to press W, but he only has 100 HP. He's under so much pressure, he goes down. Looking for trades now are the Shibuya Spectres. Slade unable to find, but Shoreline Pie does. A nice trade from Shoreline Pie as the flip will come through. Beat exchanged for Gravitic Flux and Pulse Bomb from Yak. But good ult bank available now for the Shibuya Spectres. Neptune's got to look out with this Panopticon though, as Nathan has two different ways to block it. The real question is, how do you stop the Coleslaw Tire? Panopticon goes down, gets a pick on the D blank. Great plays, comboing up with the Panopticon.
Definitely. I believe Neptune also hit D-Blank with the Panopticon.
Yeah, D-Blank was hit with that Panopticon, so he couldn't get any care there. Oh, Blank comes back and hits a huge beat, and that's going to get enough pressure on a Neptune to take him out. Now, the Shibuya Spectres have had control of the point this whole time, so they will get another fight here, Mistletoe.
Yeah.
I gotta look at some more Spectres POVs. I feel like I've been on Yak for like forever right now. I just end up defaulting to Yak POVs because he's just, I just feel like he's doing so much.
A good Neptune Panopticon the Lucio as his LOS, so Panopticon Lucio, he cannot beat his team as well.
Nice.
No touch through.
Yeah, this was a really nice use of that override protocol here from Pharah, as he was able to deny that touch, gets the pick onto Jude and onto Coleslaw, and Coleslaw once again moving over to this Emre pick. We saw this from Coleslaw on Watchpoint Gibraltar as well. It looked excellent. It was a very strong hit scan look. This double hit scan worked on Watchpoint. Will it work here on Saravasa? Nathan early with this. Coleslaw in a lot of danger, goes down. Great early pick, good tempo control for the plus ultra Pangolins.
Yeah, 465. Everyone out now. Quick reset.
Now rotation coming around through right side. No looks available on either side. SLP an immediate pick. Oh my goodness. Onto Pokemon guy at that. And the champ hit scan player showing off that aim on the off roll. But Coleslaw goes down to Nathan on the off angle. What can we do? Good. Suzu stops the Yak pulse bomb. Yak is so low. Yak no recall, goes down. But we're gonna have to stabilize. Shoreline Pie has this support ult to create space. Gets booped. Stays on the map. Nathan under a lot of pressure. How do you withstand this? Neptune has his Panopticon, gets the resources out of Nathan, and is able to get the pick. D-Blank going down late. Tara trying to get out, also goes down.
Yeah, if I'm the Pangolins here, I'm not super upset about that. They use Octagon and Rush, and I'll use the Pulse Bomb.
Yeah, and now we can come back in with our Rush and our Beat. This Bola from Slade could be pretty scary, but as long as we have a Bell available for it, that can mitigate a lot of what this Bola shot can do. So we'll see, can a better Beat prevail? Slade rocked out of the air by Nathan. Stays alive though. Yak putting down a lot of pressure. The Beat comes through. So does the Bola. Nathan gets the kill onto Neptune. Pokemon guy traded, and fancy footwork from June to stay alive there, but she goes down. And eventually the fight will be cleaned up in the favor of the Plus Ultra Pangolins, and I don't think there's going to be a retouch here as Neptune moves over to the Sigma.
Hi.
Yeah, because not planning touching, but actually is setting up a second point, or third point.
Next flashpoint.
Now, I don't think I've seen Neptune on the Sigma. I've seen the Neptune Domina before. I've seen what the young hero Sai did to the Neptune Domina. That was what we refer to in the business as cinema. But hopefully Neptune can make this Sigma swap, you know, step up to Nathan in the mirror and start getting some points on the board here for the Shibuya Spectres. A really powerful ult fake on the side of the Plus Ultra Pangolins. Coleslaw needs to get good value with this override protocol.
Is activated, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, great timing on the beat from D-Blank. And now the pressure is on. Can we find a... Oh, Shoreline Pie goes down. Great job by Yak to take advantage of that beat overhealth. Neptune now very low. No big heals anymore. Hard to stabilize. Can't stabilize. Oh, Nathan might have overextended though. Slade putting down a lot of damage. Oh, great job by TC. It did force the override protocol from Para though. The amount of pressure that was coming out onto Nathan there. So not for nothing as Coleslaw moves over to the Cassidy.
Yeah, the economy's definitely the way of the Spectres, but or the way of the Pangolins, but it won't happen for a while, for at least a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at June. How quick can she get this beat online? If it's fast here, that could be the tempo swing needed. But if Nathan can build the flux faster, it's gonna be scary here for the Shibuya Spectres. The amp comes through. The beat is built in time. A great job by June. As Nathan's flux will still find Neptune. Pokemon guy goes down, but Slade traded in the backline. Coleslaw now incredibly low. So June is the next target for in the site. Oh, yeah, crazy stick there to close out the map. No touch available for the Shibuya Spectres, and they are not able to replicate their success with this double hit scan comp. It was excellent on Watch Point Gibraltar, but the Pangolins were able to find a solution with a strong Sigma frontline and great Yak off angles.
Of the game.
And of course, some great override protocols from Para.
There were moments where there was hope, everyone had hope of winning it, but they could not close it out.
Yeah, I mean, for a map that is a 3-0, it is a deceptive 3-0 because that was very, very competitive. But very, very competitive is not a map win, as we will go now to another break.
Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome back to Aurora Esports Overwatch Clash Season 10 Week 5. I am Mistletoe with Greg, who is also on the prod.
Yo.
And we're going into New Queen Street now.
Traveling to New Queen.
Yep.
Initiating match.
Couple things to take note of. We have a new roster from the Shibuya Spectres with Gunston Tank and Slade on support.
They have been moving around their rosters a lot, and this lineup is gonna have some absolutely insane SR poured into their DPS duo. This is SLP and Neptune kill everyone comp. So I mean that is a 4-5 and I believe 4-3 DPS duo. You know.
Ready for
So
battle.
we're putting some crazy SR down into our DPS here, and it's gonna be hard to stand up to that pressure. But the more balanced SR distribution of the Pangolins, we'll see if that ends up being the wave for them, as they're gonna go back to the same comp.
2.
No, this is not the same comp as last map. Jack and D-Blank have swapped places. Otherwise, it's the same comp. As Gunst is going to roll out on this Sigma, and we're going to get to see SLP Tracer and Neptune on Soj. So I'm really curious to see Shoreline Pie and Yak on this Tracer mirror. This is going to be really interesting to me. But we're going to start here with Neptune on the side. Slade already got a pick! Okay, I was looking at entirely the wrong people. Honestly, that's on me. Slade's the fucking GOAT. I got tabbed by accident. Alright, I mean, just instantaneous first pick from Slade as I am in the middle of gassing up SLP and Neptune. Proving that plat player rights matter. But Nathan's still stable on this bot with a lot of charge, putting a lot of pressure onto Guns. It'd be hard to stable this. Slade now under a lot of pressure, gets the bell forced. And we're not able to turn a fight win out of that. Slade goes down. Ara in danger here. The Sigma right on top of him, but Yak and SLP Tracer dueling on the Mega. SLP in a lot of danger, getting staggered here, and Bill. And over a very extended fight, despite a great first pick coming out from Slade, ultimately, the Plus Ultra Pangolins are the team that's able to stabilize.
We have made incredible progress.
Yeah. Get a little bit cooked.
I've learned my lesson. We're starting with Slade POV. She's apparently Thanos. And she is helping Neptune clear out this off angle. Now, this is something that a double hit scan comp, like what they were playing on the previous comp, struggles with at times. Clearing out these off angles, but with this flex DPS now incorporated into the mix, they're able to take a lot more space as Shoreline Pie takes out Yak, and they're able to clear out that angle. Now, they didn't get 8 picks from that, but from a macro perspective, that play was extremely important. Oh, Slade under so much pressure, gets both cooldown scores, but ooh, only finds Gunst with that grab, and Gunst is gonna stay alive easily. SLP takes out Para, but Para trades onto Neptune. Yak now has the pulse bomb, looking for a target for it. Gets taken out by a rock from Gunst. Crazy plays. Slade now in a lot of danger, goes down, but June trying to win this with an orbital ray. She's under so much pressure, she's on 20 HP, but she's living! And ults trading either side. Neptune goes down to the Para. Oh, Para in the skybox getting big damage onto Gunst. Gunst eats the final shot, but Nathan going down. Para versus SLP here on this Mega. And SLP will go down because Jack and Yak are there. Swaps coming out from the side of the Shibuya Spectres. Neptune moving over to this Emre. I agree with that maneuver, honestly. I think Emre is really strong right now, putting an aimer like Neptune, a high SR DPS like Neptune, onto the Emre, and they do big things. But no ults available after a very scrappy fight versus double support on the side of the Plus Ultra Pangolins. Oh, Gunst under so much pressure with this orbital ray. The high charge Zarya walking down. June goes down. Gunst in danger, gets the hands off, able to live, but the checkpoint taken over. Quick check on the charge. Nathan out of 100.
Yeah, in the high intensity situations, just saying don't shoot the Zarya is a lot harder than it sounds.
Yeah, and it's also, you're not just not shooting Zarya, you're also having to not shoot the Tracer who's just like running at your backline. As good grab comes down from Nathan to take Slade, and looks like Gunst is also going to go down here. Very low, goes down. Neptune trades though.
Making good progress over here.
Oh, Paro, what a nade headshot. Oh my goodness. Nathan now pushing in onto Neptune, and gonna have to back out. No supports here. Oh, Para's solo. But he gets out, gets to Jack with the... Oh, doesn't get out! Great pick from Neptune. And that's going to make it really difficult here for the Plus Ultra Pangolins to stabilize until the mid-fight. But I believe Para is going to get good spawn at least.
I think see that in Twitch that the voices are doubled.
Twitch is saying that the voices are doubled. What?
Fish Face says the voice is X2. Is that...
It might just be because of the 4 ults and a loss. As the orbital ray comes out, or not orbital ray, my bad. Kitsune Rush comes out. Neptune, huge pick onto Para in the mirrored ults from those 2 M-rays. And we're able to, our supports and Nathan able to stay alive here. Good heals coming out from Jack. And TC, but Shoreline Pie takes out Yak. Guns goes down! Where's the trade gonna be here? Can Slade be the hero? Getting good shots off here. But gonna have to just stabilize here. No pick to be found, no trade opportunity. We're gonna have to look at June coming in with this orbital rate. Oh, but SLP goes down before the fight starts.
That's tough. You gotta trade for this, but they'll still be fighting it.
Alright, now great ult tank available here for the Plus Ultra Pangolins. Oh, great grab out. Now, Slade gonna go down. June as well. Gunst now very low, no hands, goes down, 5 dead with the ray and the grab used. June answer with the grab, no ults available. TC has the rush. How do we fight into this if we're the Shibuya Spectres? Jack pressuring the spawn door heavily, gets the bubble, has the pulse bomb, looking for it. June so low, goes down! But TC low. Oh, yeah!
Yak!
Oh my days! I'm glad I caught that one. I'm glad I caught that one. And this time, the hero, the pulse bomb from Yak is able to close out this series in favor of the Plus Ultra Pangolins.
Play of the game.
Got a play of the game
Might be our
here
play as well.
from Yak.
Yeah, this is it.
Yep. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. A great stick after getting June out of position and down to 1 HP. Does like that's realistically 3 from Yak, even though the you know, June kill actually went to Para, because Yak did so much work to set that up. But congratulations to the Plus Ultra Pangolins. And oh, I didn't set up the frickin' screen correctly.
Hold up.
This is what happens when it's your first ever time prodding. You set up the victory screen wrong. And Mistletoe, I think we both know who our MVP is for this series.
Yeah, we discussed this in the break. I think it's Yak.
I think it's Yak. A great performance from Yak. Just a really strong showing with the Zarya on King's Row, followed by 2 maps of Tracer perfection. It is hard to fight that. I mean, just brilliant plays from Yak. Neither Mistletoe I have the ability to get Yak in for an interview, so we will not be doing that unless I'm mistaken.
I do not have perm. I don't need the interview from Yak.
Yeah, so we're going to move on with no interview from Yak, but we will say GG's and congratulations to the Plus Ultra Pangolins. A great performance from the Shibuya Spectres. They showed us a lot of different looks that had some, some of the looks from the Shibuya Spectres there were really, really strong. I think they can take a lot of good things away from this match, but just really strong performance from the Plus Ultra Pangolins, able to win this one in the end.
Going into next match will be the Rome Raccoon Dog versus the Astronauts, casted by Greg and plotted by Greg again, just like today.
Yup.
And after that will be, I'm not sure if it's going to be on stream or not, the Mariachis versus Locked In Lemurs, which I also heavily recommend you watch that.
Yeah, we got games on that Raccoon Dogs Astronauts game will be tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so feel free to tune in for the next stream at that time. I believe that is the next. There's no prod confirmed for any of the games on Saturday, so we'll see if we can get.
Hopefully we'll get one going at least.
Yeah, but for now we will be signing off. Thank you all for watching.